Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I am reviewing Superhot for the PlayStation 4. Superhot is an indie first-person shooter developed by Superhot team. It's a unique game in that the action only moves forward when you move. So if you stand still, time stands still. Well, almost. It moves very slowly. So it's like a game of cat and mouse. You have to work out how to take down the enemies without being shot. Time moves fast or slow depending on your movements. The game's story is like a simulation of a game being created. You're almost like a game tester, but you're stuck in the game, and occasionally you have these text chats with the developer. It's a bit weird, but it's definitely an interesting way of presenting a game. The game world is a white-out environment with red-coloured enemies and black objects you can use as weapons, either melee or ranged. It's very clean and minimalist in style, and it's definitely a unique art style. Also, the game menus are akin to a BIOS menu on a PC, and you can explore these menus for little bonuses here and there. So as I said, it's a first-person shooter / melee game. Each level you're dropped in and you have to kill all the enemies to finish the level. It's one-hit death, so you have to be perfect to progress. The enemies either run at you or they use their ranged weapons. It's a bit like the Matrix in parts, as you can slow time down and see the bullets coming, so the super slow-mo is kind of a good way to plan your evasive maneuvers. When you kill an enemy, they shatter as if they're made of glass, and that's really satisfying to see your kind of long distance gunshot crash into them in a super slow-mo moment as their body kind of crumbles into a shard of glass pile. Overall, it's got a simple arcade feel to it. The levels are all different and the overarching narrative kind of links them together loosely, but it's not really a story game. It's more level by level, just keep going and keep surviving and keep killing all the enemies. Saying that, it's quite a short game and it only takes a few hours to beat. But that is assuming you're any good at it. If you're not naturally good at these type of games, you might take a little bit longer to get through it, but even then I still think within a week you'll probably finish it. The graphics are really nice, really simple, it's very clean, very white environment, very bright. And it makes seeing the enemies and the black objects very easy in the game. So overall, visually, it's a nice experience to play and to look at. It's got that kind of uniqueness to it, and it's very smooth, no glitchy graphics or anything that I noticed. The sound effects are very limited and minimal, much like the visuals. The guns, the melee strikes and the environmental effects are nice, they're just nice and clean. I can't really say much about music as the game doesn't really feature it much. There are bits and pieces here and there, but generally it's unnoticeable, like I can't really recall it. Okay, so what's good and what's bad about Superhot? What's good? It's an original idea, the ability to control time is really cool. The levels are all different and it's an enjoyable game to play. The art style is really cool. What's bad? The game is a little bit short. Okay, so what's the verdict? Superhot is a cool indie title that does things a little bit differently to other games. It's got a very cool art style, it's challenging for a brief time, and overall I did enjoy it. So my score for Superhot is 8 out of 10. It's well worth a look if you're seeking something cool, something different, but it's not going to last you long. It will last you a few days, and then will you play it again? Yeah, I think you probably would, but not immediately. It's the kind of game you might pick up every sort of 6 to 12 months, have another go through it, but it's not really got a lot of longevity. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.